is nighttime, and we are live outside at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, Special K, Kell Brook. He tipped the scales at an even 147 pounds. That's the welterweight limit. 5'9" tall, with a reach of almost 70 inches. And he'll be squaring off against Amir King Khan. 146 pounds. He stands at 5'8" tall and has a reach of 71 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
He is Special K, Kell Brook, the former welterweight champion of the world, fighting out of the Steel City of Sheffield, UK. Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing the former British welterweight champion from Sheffield, England, here is the former welterweight champion of the world, Special K, Kell Brook. Fighting out of the blue corner from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight, and now the action's about to begin.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. In their first fight, Amir Khan was beaten comprehensively, but he's decided to take the rematch. Maybe he knows something that we don't.
Amir Khan had an illustrious career. He did everything. He fought everywhere. He boxed the biggest fights. He said, Kell Brook can't tie my shoelaces. Kell Brook ended up stopping inside 6 rounds. Now we're doing it again. If anything's to go right for Amir Khan, it needs to be tonight. Because we can make excuses about the first fight. But when it happens the second time, we're running out of excuses. This, like the first fight, is going to be mad.
Some real good back and forth between these 2 fighters.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Kell Brook may need to take a knee here. How did they not go down?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
There's a counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like 2 different.
And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These two fighters are made for one another. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
Now things just cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They're people excited, waiting for this. How they prepared for this street fighting? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. Can't land that jab. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. You'd like to see more jabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Amir Khan in some real trouble. Looks like they're out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment, halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Brook in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Good counter punch. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter. Fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Incredible work rate. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means. But they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both men step back for just a moment. How about that time counter shot? Amir Khan is rocked! I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense is it.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if...
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut doesn't land. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Are we about to see Kell Brook go down? Well, he's firing back now. Sometimes offense can be your best defense.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough...
Code red for Kell Brook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice defense on that hook. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Can they figure out the combination to this day? Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.